again, thank you so much for joining us here today. What I'd love for you to do is if you could start out, tell us your name, the name of your company, where you're located, and we'll jump right in.
Yeah, absolutely. So my name is Edward Flores. I am one of the owners of Puppies, which is a doggy daycare, boarding, grooming, training facility. And we actually have two locations in Austin, Texas, off of East Riverside and off of 620 and Lake Creek Parkway.
Oh, nice, nice. So we're up here in Georgetown or the Williamson County area. That is awesome, awesome. Well, tell me, how long have you guys been in business?
We've been open actually for 16 years.
Wow, that is so great. So tell me this, in the process, who do you really serve? So we call it target market. So who would you say is your best customer?
You know, if I'm being honest with you, it's such a broad question, especially for a business like ours. It's usually, if you own a dog, there is something we can provide for you. So any and every dog owner, whether it's a retail item, whether it's a self-service dog wash, whether it's professional grooming, daycare, boarding. I mean, we are based, other than missing a vet, we are your full service dog business.
Well, that is excellent. What has been the greatest impact COVID has had upon your business in 2020?
Well, like everyone was affected with the travel bans and no one was flying anywhere, and that is a huge part of our business. Our third quarter specifically is massive for us. That June, July, August is huge, and with no one traveling, we just took such a big hit on our business. And the other unfortunate plan was when Austin and Travis County went into the shutdown. We had to shut down for the whole month of March because we weren't considered an essential business. And so, I mean, losing a whole month of sales is a massive impact for a small business. And so it was a huge hit to us. Fortunately, I mean, the beautiful thing that came out of this particular thing, and I know we're probably going to get there, but the support from our clients was huge. We had to lay off 36 of our employees, but our clients stepped up massively. We started a GoFundMe so that we could help our employees and raised over $20,000 just for our employees. So every single one of those employees walked away with a $500 check that was just given to our donations from our clients. And I was like, I think at that moment, the ownership team was astonished and also realized, like, guys, we're going to make it through this. We have support like this behind us. We've built such a name and we have such a beautiful, like, support of clients that we're going to get through this. And this pandemic has shown, it is survival of the fittest in a sense. I feel like we're on a game of Survivor and it's just like, who's going to make it? And, it's the strong will survive. And I think the people that are out there adjusting and pivoting are the ones that are going to be super successful.
Oh, I love it. And thank you very much. And that's such a wonderful story because we don't often hear about the stories of what we're doing for the employees. So I applaud you. Thank you very much for stepping up to take care of those people and continuing. So we've talked about what you did for your employees, but so March you were shut down, part of April you were shut down. So what one or two actions did you take over 2020 that made a difference?
What we had to do was obviously adjust very quickly to our, what we pride ourselves the most on is our customer service, those customer interactions. I think that experience, me coming from a customer service background prior to, being an owner in this business, that was always such a huge key for us. It's making that experience exciting. And so when you lose, we had to shut down our lobby. So losing that engagement, that face-to-face, that we had, it was a huge adjustment. So having to do all our interactions either contactless or, having to go outside and not allowing people in the lobby,
right?
Those types of things really were a huge adjustment for us.
So as we move into 2021, before we were talking about 2020, we've been doing this now for 8 months. We're so blessed to be able to promote businesses like yours. But So, coming from a challenging year with many more challenges ahead of us, what are your goals for 2021?
This is going to sound insane, and but our goal for 2021 is expansion. Um,
Love it.
is really actively searching and finding opportunities because um, like us, many other shopping center owners, commercial real estate people are also suffering. There are so many spaces that are not unfortunately able to make it through this pandemic because of the model they might have, and or it's a hard pivot with 2020. And
Oh,
so, yeah, so really, kind of actively searching to expand and utilize this customer base we have to our benefit.
love it. Love it. We talked about that since day one. I'm so excited to hear you say that, but it is. Some businesses have gone under. I'm very understanding that that happened, but now is the time for, if you have and you've used a good business model, how can you expand? Because that's what there's other businesses that went under, there's other peoples that are have needs, so how can you fulfill those needs? So congratulations on that. So what do you see as being the biggest challenge in achieving that this year, 2021?
Yeah. Well, the biggest challenge, I think that, we're fortunate that we're getting so much assistance from the government as far as keeping our employees. And there are so many programs out there through SBA that potentially will set us up to fulfill these on top of our current client base. I mean, our current grooming is so busy right now. I mean, we are booked out 2 to 3 weeks in advance, which is fantastic for our groomers. And our
Right.
boarding and daycare is starting to pick up as people start trickling back into the office. That's a huge thing for us, doggy daycare. We are a block away from Oracle, that the Oracle now, which is now the main campus, the headquarters, which was just
Right.
a month ago. We are, a block and a half away. Our Riverside location is from Oracle. And so a good portion of our clients were Oracle day-to-day workers. And so they're all working from home. And so they're starting to gradually trickle back and or realizing what I'm a dog trainer as well. So I apprenticed as a dog trainer for a few years. And what we cannot stress enough to our clients and to just the general public is that dogs are losing the the engagement factor, the socialization factor. And so when they're going back into these environments, they don't know how to socialize. And you're going to get dogs that may start having behavior issues. So we tell our clients, like, this is super important. The health and the balance of your dog's well-being is important. And if this doggy daycare and boarding facilities and all of these things, these engagements are key to their mental health, just like ours is to, engaging with humans.
Awesome. Awesome. That is such good information. All right. So during times like this, have you and your partners had a pivot strategy session or a business strategy session moving into the next 3 years?
Absolutely. So one of the things we had to do, which was what we called, our get someone in the door model. We do a self-service dog wash. That is our lowest price point service. It's 15 to $20. Someone can come in and wash their dog for themselves. We provide everything for them. And people just, we utilize that, and that we utilize that as an introduction to our business.
Perfect.
Someone comes from the dog park, and then we do that. Well, we had to close our self-service dog wash down, and we haven't opened it back up since March. So we lost that cushion of self-service dog wash, but we decided to utilize those spaces for our groomers, utilize them to really start selling our other services, our groomers, and really pushing that grooming, and grooming brings in a good chunk of our business. And so while it was heightened, we were able to really have to, pivot and push this a little bit more, or give some recommendations. This also gave us a good opportunity to partner with other businesses,
Nice.
which I think is key in this pandemic. Like, you got to help each other out. You've got those fantastic partnership, those relationships, whether we're referring to the dog pet business that is strictly a dog store, but they have a self-service wash tub. We'll take care of your nail trim. Why don't you go to XYZ, dog business and help them? And they have their self-service dog wash open,
Love it.
and they're referring their nail trims and Dremels and ear cleanings and teeth brushing all to us. So,
Nice.
it's a two-way partnership. Definitely. And so that's really been the pivot. Like, listen, we know that you're struggling here. So are we. Like, let's help each other out here, because that's how we're going to get through this.
Awesome. All right. So this is my favorite question. It has been said smart people learn from their mistakes and wise people learn from the mistakes of others. What mistakes have you and your partners made along the way, and how can other entrepreneurs learn from your experience?
I think that the mistakes that we have made is at times not building the strongest team possible. And that what we have now in our core ownership team is the strongest I've ever seen it. And that excites me more than anything, knowing that I've got two of the strongest people I've ever had on my side and on my team, along with building such a strong staff of passionate dog
Right.
lovers. I think that is key, because the moment the passion is there, you're not going to, there's no way you can fail. And I always tell everyone, as business owners, we tend to often, especially small business owners, we tend to take on too much. But whenever I go into a meeting or anything like this, I always say, myself and our other owners, we're our best salespeople. Like, we know the business like the back of our hand. We're going to be able to tell you why we are a need and an asset to your life.
Love it. Love it. All right. Second to last question. We have your email, website, phone number. Is there anything we should add to this video? And you're going to be telling people right now, an offer. Is there anything you'd like to offer people that have watched, listened, and that are going to be coming into your store?
February and March, we will offer a free Playcare Orientation Day, which is normally a $30 value at either one of our locations.
Awesome. Awesome. All right. So last question. What is most inspiring to you today, Edward?
What's most inspiring me today is the way that our staff is stepping up and really, really excited to come to work every day. I think that what this has taught us is really to appreciate our families inside the work environment. And we in our line of business, we have to stay in-house. And so watching people keep each other in check to make sure that we're safely managing and maneuvering through this pandemic is kind of a beautiful thing, because you're seeing teamwork at its true point, and it's a beautiful and it's fantastic to watch.
Excellent. Excellent. Well, Edward, I want to say thank you very much. We appreciate it here at ActionCOACH WilCo, your willingness to share. And as I've always said, the biggest reason we're doing this is, one, to promote your business, and number two is we know that we can't touch everybody that needs help and that we want to work with. And we hope that somebody out there today will listen to your great advice and wisdom and be able to move their business forward.
Absolutely. And just whoever comes in, just mention ActionCOACH WilCo, and we will make sure we offer that free Playcare orientation.
Excellent. Excellent. Thank you again.